Starting lineup is...
All right, first for Mill River, they will get the football first. That quarterback is Mark Goeke. The running backs is Dan Blanchard. Wide receivers Lincoln Pritchard, Tanner Stewart, and Greg Ziegler. The center is Jimmy Collins, and the offensive line is Wyatt Davenport, John Blanchard, Gage Stearns, and Jake Pitts. The tight end is Tyler Pitts, and that is the Mill River starting lineup coached by Art Peterson. For BFA, they will start at quarterback Cam Place. In the backfield will be Nick Kuhn, Luke Langelier, and Matt LaRose. The wide receivers are Jacob Gallo and Logan Langley. The offensive line is David 300 Sacks, Dallas Lumber, Kyle Coons, and Sean Sturgis, and they are coached by Mike Williams.
And a bouncer kicked down to the 25-yard line by Coombs as it is taken by Mill River, and he's pushed out of bounds. That's number 11, Lincoln Pritchard, who took the kickoff and was pushed out of bounds. The Minutemen will start this one up 1st and 10, about the 30-yard line.
So we'll see that Minuteman offense to start. They've been very effective on the year. The throwing of Goyette, the running of Blanchard.
Well, and Blanchard's the kind of guy who can hurt you with the run. I mean, to be perfectly honest, it seems like sometimes Mill River sets up the run with the pass. As it stands, they come out and trips. They'll throw a rocket screen out of this too, but I think the bunch is really to get people out of the box so they can run Dan, and that's exactly what they do. As Blanchard finds room up the middle, and he'll be out to a first down on the first play of this D3 semifinal.
Another thing we're watching Mill River this season, the running backs, whether it's Blanchard or not, they do such a great job of just letting that offensive line make the holes for them, and that was what he did right there. He's very patient, able to find the hole, got 11.
Well, not to mention, too, the fake being carried out by Goyette was one of the rocket screen varieties, so as a result, it held that safety really well. Doubles look now as they send a man in motion, and they hand off to the tight end on the end around. He's a big boy. He makes it around. Pitts will get pushed out of bounds about the 45-yard line. Nice run there by Tyler Pitts, the 6'6 senior, for the Minutemen.
BFA did a pretty good job really of stringing that out too, but Pitts was able to get a little seam and cut it upfield and got himself about 6.
Well, he's big, but he isn't that quick. So once they started to string it out, he had to take what they gave him. And BFA, you're right, did a great job, but it still brings up a 2nd and 4. They've got to limit them to less yards than 6 every down. Here we go from the doubles look. They do throw the quick out look there. It's a quick little hitch screen and just not enough on it there. He dropped it. Lincoln Pritchard unable to make the catch on the pass from Goyette. It'll bring up 3rd and about 4.
A little bit behind Lincoln Pritchard, but as he went back forward, he kind of turned his head to look upfield.
So this time we get a, well, where's your other, are they? Okay, it's a tight end, it's a trips look to the wide side with the tight end, and they hand off to Blanchard up the middle. He'll get the first down and more as he breaks it outside along the sideline. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. Touchdown, Minutemen.
53 yards on the run by Blanchard. 4 plays for the Minutemen, 70 yards.
Outstanding run there by Blanchard, who bounced it outside after he hit the hole off tackle, and he was able to get a great gain for a touchdown. First score of this D3 semifinal here at Mill River.
Not afraid to run on 3rd and 4, and I guess that's why.
Blanchard in to do the holding as Ethan Burkett will kick it through. Snaps good, holds down, and the kick is good. 7-0 Mill River. It is a D3 semifinal matchup today. On your News Talking Sports Leader, it's 1380 WSYB. Let's take Clarendon, Vermont. Dave Tibbs, Rick Goeke on hand for you. 7-0. North Clarendon, or Mill River rather, takes it right down the field, sticks it in the end zone with, well, I guess what, under a minute, almost
47-second
drive. 47-second drive, yeah. Can't beat that for quickness. As Mill River shows some power. Now look for a different style out of BFA, as they're the type of team to hold on to the ball and work that clock. Ethan Burkett has it teed up, ready to kick this one away for the Minutemen. Nice high kickoff. It'll be taken all the way back at the 15-yard line, brought out by the Bullets, and a nice run back, but we'll get a flag on the play. Number 26, that would be Matt LaRose, the junior, for the Bullets, bringing it back. We'll get a flag. Let's see what the call is.
Put them in pretty good field position, but it's against BFA.
Yeah, it's a holding call. Is that Christie doing the officiating today? I think it is. I think it is. I think it's Christie doing the officiating. We had him last week at Poultney. So, well, holding, they'll back him up 10 yards, so it'll be a 1st and 10. And spotted the foul, so I'd say they're probably going to start him out close to the 20 here.
Looks like it'll be the 17. The flag's laying on the 27.
Okay. 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so.
So it would have been pretty good field position at the 35.
Yeah, really that's almost at the 16 when it comes down to it, so. Good night. They back him up a ton. About 11:06 left in the first quarter if you're just joining us. Mill River scoring in the first 47 seconds of this one. They're up 7-0. BFA with their first possession out of double slots. And they will end up just doing a quick give to the fullback who's taken down.
I don't even think the fullback got that.
I don't think he did either. I think he reached for it, and it was just kind of a moving pile, if you will, that ended up gaining a couple of yards for BFA. Double slots, they like running that Navy look. It's a slot back to each side and a fullback. So they'll send a man in motion typically. They'll run counter, a little bit of dive out of this. They also have a play that looks like option. They really don't pitch it that much. They do run a halfback toss out of this as well that works for them as they come out this time in a wishbone look, and it's a full split wishbone with no tight ends. They will do counter out of it, and a nice little run there, but he'll be stopped after just a few yards picked up. Looks like it's going to bring up 3rd and 7, we'll call it. I think he maybe picked up a yard on that one. We'll see where they mark it.
Yeah, just across the 30, or the 20, I mean.
3rd and 5 is what they're going to say as the ball marked about the 21-yard line.
Big down already in this game, the way Mill River took it down. BFA needs to pick up the first down here, not to give the ball right back.
Well, he come out in that wishbone look again. Realize BFA does not throw the ball a lot, and this time I think he wanted to keep it, but instead hands it off, and he will rumble ahead for a first down. That's number 14 on the carry, Nick Kuhn, the senior for the Bullets, getting the first down.
Kuhn did a nice job there of finding the hole because the original hole was clogged up, but he was able to move, just bounce it to the outside and pick up enough.
Well, it was that double dive look too, where you have the fullback go in, he fakes to him, the halfback leads behind him, then you give it to the second halfback. It's almost like a double ISO, but they make the fake twice. This time it's a double slot look with both men split, no tight end as they fake to the fullback. Quarterback keeps it around the corner. And making the run there is your quarterback. That would be Cam Place, the junior for the Bullets. It's going to bring up about a 2nd down, and I'd say 7. Ball spotted at the 36-yard line. Like I said, man, BFA is going to use some clock here, Rick. They're definitely just taking their own sweet time right now.
Certainly never in a hurry out of the huddle. That's one thing for them.
Well, now they've got that little bunch look with the fullback in the backfield and then a man in the slot position on the side as they give it straight up the middle, but it fools nobody. I almost think Cam would have been wiser to keep that on the fake because there was nobody outside as he carried it out.
It's like a 3rd and short.
Yeah, he got a few yards, but nothing to write home about. We'll call it about the 3rd and short, maybe a long 2, as they've got it marked at the 35-yard line. They need to get to the 37.5, 38-yard line to make a first down. 8:11 left in the first quarter. Mill River up by 7. BFA converted their last 3rd down with a double dive. Let's see what they come back with. Different look this time with double slots. They send a man in motion, and they will run counter. Oh, what a beautiful lead block there, but I don't think he's going to get the first down. He was just a little bit late hitting the hole there, Rick.
And it was a good stop, and the carrier part of that Mill River line, I think it was Wyatt Davenport that was the first one there.
I want to think it was Nick Kuhn who was making the carry, and he had a great lead block, but like I said, just couldn't find the hole. It got plugged quickly by Mill River. It's going to bring up a 4th and about 2, and I believe BFA is going for it here.
Yeah, Place is also the punter, so interesting call here.
Well, they'll come out in that wishbone look, so we'll see what happens here. Gambling big to start this one off. 4th and 2 from their own 38. Oh my goodness, from their own 36 rather. He's going to get the first down. Powers ahead, Rick, and that's what we talked about. This BFA team, they don't throw the ball a whole lot, but wow. They will eke it out little bit by little bit, grind it out. 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
That's a huge play there, going for it on 4th down, really fairly deep in their own territory, picking it up on the ground.
Well, as it stands, it gives them a 1st and 10. Ball spotted about the 42-yard line of the Bullets. As they're just matriculating the ball down the field, they'll come out in that wishbone look again with both ends split. Cam Place takes the snap, hands off to the fullback up the center, and he'll get about 3 yards down to the 45-yard line of the Bullets.
That's what it's been most of the day, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, throwing a 4 or 5 maybe, and they've been able to get the first down.
Well, I think there's no doubt about it. BFA wants to hold on to this football. They figure if Mill River hasn't got it, they can't be hurt by them. So as a result, they want to just run the ball and run the clock in the process.
So far, this drive has been a pretty good one. 2 first downs on it.
And here they come again, this time with just one slot back as they do the trips look, actually, is what it'll be to the short side. They hand off to the fullback up the middle, and what a nice run. He may be close to another first down there, Rick.
Very close. I think they'll come up just shy. Up 3rd and less than a yard, probably.
Number 16, Luke Langelier with the carry. Langelier. There you go. I noticed the extra E in there. Wasn't real sure. Langelier. Luke Langelier with the carry, and they're going to call it 3rd and less than a yard to get the first down as they finally broke in midfield. Ball spotted at the 49 of the Minutemen. That trips look again to the short side. They send a man in motion this time. Hand off to the fullback. Oh, Cam kept it, and he'll get the first down after pulling it from the fullback. Really nice play by the quarterback there to burst ahead for a first down, Rick.
He's done a very nice job so far with this offense and running the football. That time kept it, picked up the first down.
And just by the hair of his chinny chin, I think they're actually going to mark it about the 48-yard line of the Minutemen as Art Peterson wants a timeout to talk this over. His defense not exactly living up to the task, and they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout on your Clarendon.
North.
This is North Clarendon. Okay, North Clarendon. And, well, Mill River's on the board already, 7-0. They scored in just a mere 47 seconds. But BFA looking to run the clock. They've now possessed it ever since. We're down to 5:40 in the first, and they've got a 1st and 10 from the 58-yard line of the Minutemen. Wishbone look as Cam Place under center for the Bullets. Hands off on the double dive, and oh my God, it was actually a double lead. And, well, the linebackers let him right back into the Bullet backfield. Number 26 with the carry. Matt LaRose gets tattooed at the line. I think that was number 55. Jimmy Collins bringing the wood, Rick.
And did you see that was Dylan Lumber that came in the quarterback there, that possession. Now Cam Place is back out there.
Interesting. I wonder why they pulled him. Maybe he's the guy who can throw out of BFA's lineup. They don't do it much, but they do have a couple of guys. Several Woodstock players here today to watch as they tattooed Otter Valley yesterday. Now this time a double dive, and they hand off to the second man through, and he gets pummeled after about a yard gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7, let's say, a long 7 for the Bullets.
Well, you mentioned BFA wanting to use the clock. They're certainly doing a good job of that, but they certainly want to come away with points, too, after taking as much time as they're doing.
Well, I believe this will be the longest 3rd down that they've had to convert today so far. All the other 3rd downs have been within 4 yards or less. This one, or 5 yards or less. Yeah, this one is about, a long 6.5, maybe even 7 yards for the first down as they come out in a double slot look. It is Cam Place under center for the Bullets. Twins actually to the wide side as they will hand off this time to, actually Cam kept it. And he gets beaten in the backfield. I think they might have gotten the first down had he given it off, but as it stands, linebacker did a beautiful job of reading that one and took him down at the original line of scrimmage.
That was Lance Hepburn. He's been doing that all year.
It's going to be a 4th down play as BFA, they come out. We'll see if they go for it here because we did mention before Cam Place the punter, but it does not appear as he's going to drop back. As a matter of fact, he's under center with a wishbone look. Nobody split out, too. 2 tight ends here as they're going to hand off, and a big tackle. Number 72 for Mill River comes through. Jake Pitts will drag him down. We also get a flag on the play, though. Let's see what that is.
That may be throwing him down.
Well, if not throwing him down, he got him around the head. It might be the manner in which Pitts made the tackle.
We'll see. Of course, you mentioned number 72, Jake Pitts, the little brother.
Yeah, that's it. You know, good night. They're both big boys. I mean, but you know, as it stands, Mill River's thought of as having one of the biggest lines in the state. I love it. If Christie actually calls this, last week Pulteney horse-collared the living crap out of us 3 times. I can talk to that firsthand.
Well, it's going to give. I don't know what.
It's going to give him a first down at like 15 yards because that's a personal foul. I mean, good night.
The other movement the referee was doing there, I'm not certain.
I mean, that pretty much is the longest play from scrimmage today for BFA.
By a lot.
Yeah. Huh? What happened?
Was there a fumble? That was the other thing that was
I don't know.
Was be a fumble on the play.
So wait a minute. So what are you saying? We got a penalty and a fumble?
Foul, and then the possession had already changed. I didn't see the fumble.
I didn't see the fumble either. Or maybe they called it a dead ball foul, and just because he was down and didn't get the first down, then they give it over to Mill River because the penalty. I guess I don't know, man. That just dead ball foul would make it happen.
He didn't have the first down.
Yeah, it has to be, I think. So Goyette this time from the shotgun, doubles look as Mill River gets the ball on turnover, and they hand off to Dan Blanchard, and Dan Blanchard's turning it into a track meet as he gets to the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, give him 6. Touchdown Minutemen. Second big, long touchdown there for Blanchard as his little, dance in the end zone is going to draw another flag. Like I
73 yards on that run by Blanchard there, so he's got a 53-yarder, a 73-yarder.
I'm sure Carlton loves hearing that. Oh, good night. Let's see. Unsportsmanlike on Mill River, you think? Looks like, let me see. Good. Wow, we're already hearing it from the crowd, too. Yeah, the crowd last week wasn't happy with this officiating crew. Now the crowd for Mill River's already laying into them, but we still got 3:27 left in the first quarter. Good night. Well, what's he going to say? Did they say he taunted before he got? Okay. They haven't even put the score up yet on the board. That's why I'm wondering.
They're always there.
Okay. As that one is kicked through by Burkett, it is 14-0 Mill River with 3:27 left in the first quarter, and we will take a 30-second timeout on 14-0 your score. As with the unsportsmanlike conduct, they're going back Mill River up to the 25 to kick this one away. Now, overall, this is the refs do a good job in high school football here. I mean, they work hard at it, so.
Well, BFA's got to work hard at stopping Dan Blanchard is what it's come down to right now.
Well, they can't stop sweep. They can't stop sweep. The first one, he was off tackle and he bounced outside. That one, Cuz just got outside and kept going. Burkett kicks this one high and down to about the 25. It's taken by, ooh, nice hit, but wow. Cuz just about got his bell rung there as Mill River coming down the field, bringing the wood, gave him a big old hit. Number 16 on the return, I believe that was Luke Langelier.
And it was Roger Brown that got the worst of that one. But still able to hang on and make the stop in the field position for the Bullets.
Well, we'll see what they can do with it. Now down 2 touchdowns in the first quarter, 3:20 left in the first quarter.
Mill River offense hasn't been out there for a minute in this game yet, but they lead at 14-0.
And here we go, Wishbone look for BFA as they give on the counter. And he's got a nice running room. There he goes. Oh, pushed out of bounds. It's number 26, Matt LaRose with the carry for the Bullets. And a gain or a touchdown saving tackle. Was that Blanchard who got him?
No, number 10, Mark Goyette.
Number 10, it was Goyette who got him. So free safety there, Goyette coming over to make the play.
A huge run, the best run of the day for BFA. And this is where, again, they're going to need to come away with some points.
Well, it's interesting, too, because they're kicking it with 2 safeties back and really looking, it's interesting. They're looking to cover sweep. It's almost like a 4 across the board at the top with a 4-man front for Mill River. Wishbone look for BFA as they hand off. It's like they've got 4 guys 10 yards off the ball between the 2 safeties and the 2 cornerbacks, and they're just giving them room because all they want to do is make sure they can stop sweep if it comes out there, because BFA ain't going to throw the ball. It's 2nd and 8
Lumbra with the carry there. He came in and did play quarterback for a snap last time BFA had the ball.
Well, it's about 2nd and 8, and I think they're on about the 30 or 27, yeah, 27-yard line. Double slot look with one man split to the side. Actually, both split now as they will. And a miscue by the back causes the quarterback, Cam Place, to get hung out to dry and sacked for about a 4-yard loss.
Jake Pitts almost missed it, but got enough with his shirt and hung on. That was a good play by Pitts there.
Well, they sent number 84, I believe it was, Connor Allen, in motion, and really he missed where he was supposed to be. I think that was supposed to be a straight across the board handoff. He just didn't get there.
No, that's exactly right.
1:55 left in the first quarter of this D3 semifinal. 4 across the board at the top for Mill River as they send a man in motion. BFA with the ball, and he will catch it on the toss sweep. Ball is stripped, and Mill River gets it. Mill River gets the fumble as the ball was stripped, and it looks like number 40, Isaac Young, will come up with the football for the Minutemen.
I think it was Young that caused the fumble.
Good play there by Mill River to contain the sweep right before the first down marker and then rip it out of his hands. Great job.
And that was Young who strung that out and then just pushed his blocker away and was able to come in and make the play. That was a good play by Young.
So 1:36 in the first quarter, and Mill River looking to try to go up by 3 scores before the first period's done here. So doubles look for Mill River. Goyette takes the snap, looks to throw a nice little pass over, but incomplete as it flies through the hands of Greg Ziegler on the sideline.
Pass attempt for Goyette. He's 0 for 2, but he hasn't had to be real sharp yet.
Going no huddle, the Minutemen are, with doubles look.
Well, it's Isaac Young in the backfield for Mill River now.
Goyette at quarterback from the gun. He'll take the snap, fake it to Young, and keep it on the quarterback read up the middle. He's got a first down and more out to the 40, the 45. Midfield as he's being drugged down now by number 15, Dylan Lumbra, the freshman for the BFA Fairfax
Late flag coming in.
Bullets. See what happens.
26, but that will go against Mill River.
Yeah, personal foul it looked like.
Mark it from there. It was a personal, it will not be a first down. This flag sits at the 47-yard line. So if that's the case, and it was a personal foul, if it was, or if it was holding, it would make a difference. See here, when our position is away the other side of the field, so we can't actually always see the referee's signals.
Well, plus he turns back to the other side
Well,
too.
that's,
and
yeah,
makes
to
it,
the press box here. We're in the weight room here, overlooking the field.
Which we actually get the best vantage point, I think, in the whole place. So but they are going to mark off some yardage here against Mill River. Good night.
All the way back to the 31, so it'll be second down and about 7.
Good night. So a good run spoiled there. It's going to make for about a 2nd and 8 for the Minutemen. Ball spotted at their own 30-yard line. Pistol look this time. Doubles on the outsides as, well, he looks for somebody to hand off to and finally finds him, number 40, taking this ball there. It's Isaac Young from the backfield. He'll pick up a few yards and be close to another Mill River first down.
They're down less than 2. BFA has not stopped the Minutemen yet. A minute to go in the first quarter.
And Wriggler shotgun with doubles as he hands off again to Young, who will rumble ahead for the first down, and about 10 more after that. Bring him down to about the 47 of the Minutemen.
Nice job by Young, waiting, patient, letting the hole open, and then finding it.
Well, I think Goyette holding it up in there too. He is making a definite read as to what the end is doing when he sticks it up in there. And after he makes the read, he's making a good decision. That time he keeps it. Once again, a pretty decent decision. He gets outside, picks up a few yards before he's pushed out of bounds just across midfield. Let's see where they say he went out. I think it's going to be about the 48 of the Bullets. So we tick down to 20 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll probably get one more playoff here. It's a 2nd and 4 for the Minutemen. Out of the pistol, quick out pass to the wide side. Taken by the receiver. He will get the first down as time will tick down. 4 seconds left in the first. I believe that was number 84. Tanner Stewart with the catch and run for a first down for the Minutemen.
Stewart did a nice job fending off the defender there. Just straight armed him. Able to pick up 6 on a first down.
Clock stopped on them moving the chains. They'll wind it, and let's see if they get the snap off. Nope, they won't get the snap off before the final gun of the first quarter. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. Minutemen ahead and driving. 14-0 the score. They lead BFA Fairfax in this D3 state semifinal. We'll be back with the second quarter. Been together for a few weeks.
Well, we were last together, what, in Hartford?
Yeah, last together in Hartford for a big game there. Of course, they fell last night to Middlebury.
I was a little surprised that Middlebury handled them like they did, the way Hartford had been playing, but boy, kudos to the Tigers.
Well, rematch next Saturday of South Burlington and Middlebury for your state championship. Should be interesting in D1 as we're in D3 right now, and Goyette with the fake out of the gun will take it around the right side and pick up about 7 yards or so, maybe 8, as he will get Mill River close to another first down in BFA territory.
BFA defense really on its heels.
Looks like a 2nd and 1 is what we're going to see. 1:38 or 11:38 now. We just started the second quarter. Sunlight really beams down on that scoreboard. 2nd and 1 as Goyette goes under center. Might not have been the best choice as he's caught with a mistake in the backfield and barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Almost sacked there by number 51, Kyle Coombs, the junior for the BFA Fairfax Bullets.
Yeah, he lost a yard or so. I think that was just a broken play. He was looking to hand off and no one was there.
Well, it looked like he was looking for dive and the other guy was looking for off tackle and they just did not connect. As it stands, Goyette will go back under center, doubles look with one man in the backfield. That's Isaac Young who gets the handoff directly up the middle and he barrels ahead for a first down. Inside of, looks like he'll be down to the 26, maybe the 25, depending on how they mark it there. Another first down for the Minutemen.
Remember, that is their 4th first down of the day. Actually, touchdowns are counted as first down, so that's 6.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, did not know that. So a 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of BFA. Shotgun look this time as they go trips to one side and throw the out, but it's overthrown, trying to hook up with the big man. Tyler Pitts on the outside out of that trips look, unable to do so. I think Tyler's quit running there. If he would have carried out the route.
Himself turned around, you're right.
Yeah.
He kind of looked back a little flat-footed instead of keeping that forward progress going. Might have run into that one.
14-0 your score. We're about 10:35 left in the first half as they go with that bunch trips look again to the wide side, but they hand off up the middle to Isaac Young, who will barrel ahead for about 5 yards. And he'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Minutemen. Let's see where they spot it. I believe they're going to actually make that less of a gain. I think they said his knee went down before then, so make it more like a 3rd and 7? Really? Wow. 3rd and 7. Ball spotted about the 24-yard line of the Bullets. Goyette looking to go, let's see. He's going to go under center. I think he might be thinking about a quarterback sneak here. No? He's going to fake it. He's going to throw over the middle. It's a nice throw to Pitts, who was wide open on the tight end slant. He has sort of hit the seam actually right up the middle. Nobody picked him up, and the safety made a touchdown-saving tackle there as Tyler Pitts rumbles ahead for a first down, and really inside, I think they're going to mark it about the 8-yard line of the Bullets, so, or maybe even the 7.
Totally uncovered from the line of scrimmage that time. It's easy, big target.
First down and goal for the Minutemen as they hand off to Isaac Young, who will get stacked up at the LOS.
Best surge on the defensive front of the day right there for the Bullets.
Timeout from BFA, who's trying to stop the bleeding on this. Well, it'll be interesting to see what BFA actually gives up here, because should they give up no more than a field goal, then they're still within striking distance with the 14-0 your score. It is 2nd and goal for the Minutemen as Goyette takes a 3-step drop, looks to the corner on the fade route, and it's tipped away, but then caught. Let's see what they say. No good. They say he doesn't come up with it. Lincoln Pritchard pleading with the official, but he says no catch. As I thought he had it really,
well,
but the ref with a better look.
Yeah, that was the key.
Well, I don't even think so much the knees as it was. It might have been a case of the ball might have bobbled a little bit when he hit the ground, because he had his hands out in front of him with the ball there, and it wasn't cradled by anything other than his hands. If it hit the ground, I can see where the ref would make that assumption, but I think he probably was in bounds at least 2 feet wise, and it only takes 1 in high school. So, and doesn't John Madden say 1 knee equals 2 feet?
It does.
So there you go. Hey, 3rd and goal from about the 5-yard line, as they're going to hand off out of the I formation this time, and Dan Blanchard will get stacked up at the line. Well, it'll be interesting now to see what Mill River decides to do. Should they come out and kick the ball? We'll see. And they're going to send out Burkett. Looks like Hunter's sending them out there, so we'll see what they go with. Or Tucker, rather, not Hunter. Tucker Peterson, also a coach on the staff, Art's son, who played here at Mill River. And Burkett's going to lie. Oh, they're going to call a timeout, I think. Yeah, Mill River's going to call a timeout and talk it over. And we'll take some time to talk it over while we go. And welcome back to North Clarendon. Dave Tibbs, Rick Goeke here with you, bringing you all the action of this D3 semifinal between Mill River and BFA Fairfax. Also want to mention PEGTV, our local TV station that does so much. They're independent, commercial free, and we appreciate them actually using our commentary today for their broadcast. Thank you very much to PEGTV and all the great things they do here in the community.
We're going for it, Dave.
Well, a change of heart there from Art Peterson, and up 2 scores. You got to think that if they should turn the ball over here on downs this deep in BFA territory, they have the edge. As it stands, it's a 2 tight end look, 1 man in the backfield. They're going to fake the handoff as he rolls right, looks for Pritchard or Pitts in the backfield, or in the back of the end zone. There's a nice little fade route. No real coverage there as Tyler Pitts with the catch, the 6'6" senior for the Minutemen. 3rd score of the day. First 2 were by Blanchard. First one there through the air for the Minutemen is going to hit Pitts for what, about a 5-yard connection?
You have to think that Pitts has got to be one of the guys you have to look at down there, whether he's going to just run that slant or just run a little fade. He ran a fade that time, but yet just nice little touch pass.
So we'll see Burkett come on for the PAT. High snap, but Blanchard gets it down. They boot it through. No good. It's Shanks to the right. So 20-0 your score at the 8:34 mark of the 2nd quarter. We'll take a 30-second timeout. It is. And welcome back. D3 state semifinals in the first half.
So far, Mill River not looking ahead to Woodstock next week.
And Burkett will kick it. It's a shank, though, that's going to end up bouncing out of bounds about the 33-yard line of the Bullets. Let's see if they make them re-kick it or take the football. I think they're going to take it.
So, too. Will. 34. Or the 35. So they can take it at the 35, so they'll take that extra yard.
The ball will be marked at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Bullets. Cam Place coming out to pilot BFA Fairfax. As it looks like they will come out with the wishbone look they are accustomed to. Both tight ends split as they will hand off on the double dive. Pick up a few yards there. Number 26, your ball carrier. That's Matt LaRose, the junior for Fairfax.
It's a very young team. If we hadn't mentioned it today, I certainly did the first time. There are only 2 seniors on the roster. They're both starting. But made up of, there's a lot of juniors, certainly.
Well, and if they get a lot out of the JVs and so forth, I know they don't have a lot of guys out there today. Several walking wounded for the Bullets right now. So
19 rest. If my counting was there when they came onto the field, I counted 19.
That's about right. 2nd and about 7 now for BFA as they come out in that wishbone look, no tight end. And they will hand off on the cross buck, and he will be wrapped up, number 72, Jake Pitts with the takedown.
Here in this first half, did get called for that one penalty, but he's been a very, very tough to reckon with for the BFA offensive line.
Well, he took Cuz and tossed him down that time. Surprised they weren't reaching for the laundry then. 20-0 your score, 7:24 rather, I'm sorry, 7:24 left in the second quarter. About a 3rd and 7 still for the BFA Fairfax Bullets. Double slot look. Timeout by BFA, and we'll stay right here.
They need a first down, but there's no question about it here. I mean, down by 3 touchdowns right now.
Well, this is the one time, too, where you might actually see them throw it. And usually when they throw it, it'll be a post flag. They've got both those guys split, whether they're in double slots or in the wishbone look. If they tuck in a little bit more, you notice how they're all out there about the numbers? If maybe they tuck in a little bit more, you'll see a post flag route. One guy will run a post to the left, and the guy to the right will run a flag route. And that's usually enough to get them split out there because the safety can't really get, he has to pick one, so to speak. So, but they do run a 2 safety look for Mill River. So we'll see what they come out in as Goyette. And let's see here. You've got Blanchard hanging back with Goyette. So it's a 4 across the board look. Blanchard and Goyette kind of in the middle there as your safeties. And then number 37, Chris Patch is one of the corners, and I think it's number 80 on the other side, Tyler Pitts. But they're going to end up faking. There you go. And oh my goodness, they get a guy behind the safety. It's number 82 for BFA Fairfax, and a big catch. Goyette ends up bringing him down with a horse collar, and the flag comes out. And now we get another flag because number 42 runs up to him and makes a remark. Lance Hepburn, I think, ran his mouth a little bit, and we're going to get double calls on Mill River as BFA Fairfax with a huge toss to Logan Langley. He got behind, you really didn't see him. He's one guy they've been running some out of the backfield, Rick, and when he came out of there, the safety really didn't notice him because they were looking so much to the outside, and the 2 actual receivers they had going out in routes.
Still a mistake, though, in the Mill River second. You just cannot let someone get that far behind you in that position. You know, a team that doesn't throw the football very much, and obviously they probably don't practice it nearly as much, and it's very difficult to do, and they come out and it gets, made that an easy throw.
Well, the fake to the fullback did a great job of freezing the linebackers, and by God, they stayed put because nobody went running with Langley when he came out of the backfield, and he hit the seam about the hash marks and passed by Goyette and got behind him, and that's why they were able to complete the pass. A nice little rainbow there from Cam Place over the middle.
Personal foul. They move the ball down to the 8-yard line.
Well, he got the horse collar, which is going to tack him on for a personal foul, and then he got the whatever it was Cuz said to the official wasn't, happy birthday. So they ended up tacking on 15 more. So
there's the other penalty right here. So they marked off the first one. Now they'll move it to the 4.
Yeah, it'll be half the distance. So bingo, you're down at the 4-yard line on a play that really shouldn't have ever occurred, and then they get the 2 penalties to tack it on. This could be where BFA stays in this ball game, Rick.
Well, it certainly, again, they need points, and it would be a little bit of a lift for them. Certainly, if they can go into the locker room only down 2 touchdowns. Still plenty of time on the clock, though. It's 7:02, so there's still plenty of second quarter clock remaining, and Mill River has shown that they can score very quickly.
Well, here we go. The refs are putting away their slide rules and figuring out where the ball belongs so we can get back to play here. 7:02 left in the first half. 20-0, Mill River leads, but the Bullets are knocking on the door. We'll go double slot look. Place under center. The tackle move, number 78, David Legris. jumped. He's just a sophomore, big old boy, weighing in at 6'2", 195. But Cuz jumped, and as a result, they're going to get backed up when they were, oh man, you just can't have that happen when you've gotten that kind of gift and you're looking at the end zone right across the LOS. Good night.
Yeah, you have first and goal at the 4. You need points, and that's really, I can't recall if they had another penalty today. They certainly haven't had many. Legree just got out of his 3-point stance and stood up.
Is it Legree?
Yes.
Man in motion, the guy who made the catch earlier gets the fake, and the second man through gets the football, but he'll be stood up and dropped by a host of Minutemen. Number 26 ended up with the ball. That is Matt LaRose, who's been one of the workhorses in the backfield for the Bullets today.
Just back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it.
Well, number 82 is the guy we'd mentioned, Logan Langley, who was in motion and ended up leading on the block, but there were about 3 Minutemen there to meet LaRose when he got back to the line of scrimmage. As it stands, it'll bring up a second and goal, ball marked about the 9-yard line, you think?
Yep.
Double slot look, man in motion, as they will pitch to him on the toss sweep to the wide side. He cuts it back upfield. Really should have tried to string that one out further, but we're going to get a flag now on Mill River. I don't know what in the world he threw that one for.
On the tackle, it appeared.
Maybe a face mask, but you could see the BFA guys saw whatever happened, and they were cheering the flag. So it was something fairly obvious that was out of our line of sight. Personal foul, face masks is what Christie says. So we're looking at, let me see here.
It's going to be first and goal again.
Yeah, 5:33. They get automatic first down out of it. So, wow, the Mill River just keeps handing BFA chances here.
This should be somewhere near the 2
yeah,
or 3-yard line.
Well, yeah, after they give them the half the distance. So let's see if they should give them a first down on it.
Hard to see yard markers here at that end of the field. Looks like about the 2, maybe.
Well, I don't think they did a whole lot of lining this week either. Here we go. Wishbone look this time. Both tight ends split, so no tight ends as they hand off to the second man through. It's number 14, and I believe he punched it in. At least the players for the Bullets are signaling such, but the refs, no such luck.
There's Nick Kuhn coming up just shy.
Well, he had a good look there, too, with both guys leading over the right side for him, just unable to get across the goal line. It'll be third. They did not give him a first down on that penalty. So I would have thought with the personal foul, maybe it's just of the 5-yard variety and they have to do, half the distance anyway. Here's the wishbone again as they hand off to the second man through, and it will be a touchdown this time. Number 26, Matt LaRose scores for the Bullets. Nice handoff there out of the wishbone, and that'll make it 20-6 at the 4:52 mark of the second quarter.
7 plays, 65 yards for a big touchdown for Fairfax.
And they are on now number 10, Cam Place, also the extra point man, the kicker for him, at least on PATs. Looks like number 15 on Dylan Lumbra to hold. Snaps good, holds down, and the kick is blocked. A huge surge by Mill River up the center of the line. Results in the block of the PAT, and it'll be 20-6 with 4:52 left in the second quarter. We'll take a 30. Teeing it up. He is a junior for the BFA Fairfax Bullets. We mentioned earlier what a young team this is for the Bullets. They were in the mix of things last year too, though.
Yes, they were. They got to semis late. I think they lost in the finals, didn't they, to Woodstock?
Yeah. Well, only one long pass, but it did not exceed 40 yards. Kick is a squibber. It hits number 42. Lance Hepburn for Mill River right in the center of the field. I don't know if he got it. He didn't seem to have possession when they went down after it. Let's see what the Zebras say.
Hepburn just couldn't find it. He ended up sitting on it, and it got in behind him, but Mill River's going to retain possession here.
Well, in 1st and 10's what they'll give him. It looks like they're going to mark it, too, about the 45-yard line of the Minutemen to start this drive. They've already got a big lead, 20-6. We'll see if they can add to it here before they head to the locker room for halftime. Dave Tibbs, Rick Goeke on hand. And now the Zebras will stop action. Let's see what for. It's a timeout to BFA. I think that's the third one they've used today. So, well, it looks like an interesting able to do all three games as it stands right now. We still have to talk to the big man before we make decisions there. And when I say big man, I mean Mike Norman, who controls who has the box. So Mike always good about that, though. We really appreciate the hospitality we get up there. And certainly if Mill River makes it, we'll be there to bring you the game.
Will play Woodstock. That's been determined. South Burlington is going to play Middlebury. That's determined. Division II is still up in the air. Those games going on today.
Well, in Fairhaven, if Fairhaven should win, I would expect we'll bring you that game as well, simply based on the fact that they are in a battle with Linden today up in Northeast Kingdom. Also in action there. I can't remember who was on the other side of that matchup. Rice and who? Oh, Bellows Falls.
Yeah, that's right, the Carriers.
Yeah, so that should be interesting too. Is Rice really a team that's been able to move the ball well on the ground, pass when they need to? Bellows Falls, they're another one. It takes an act of God to get them to put it in the air. So, yeah, we'll see how that works out. Handoff this time out of the shotgun. It's to Blanchard. Blanchard comes around the end. He gets outside and will get pushed out of bounds about the 30 of the Bullets.
The 25, and they just ran right outside around Big Tyler Pitts, and he sealed that off beautifully.
Yeah, they've got Ethan Burkett right now doing a little kicking over here on the sideline. We may very well see a field goal attempt if the clock should happen to tick down, but I'm not entirely sure. They've only run off 9 seconds so far on this drive in all actuality. So, yeah. We're going to get a shotgun look here. Blanchard in the backfield with Goyette. Doubles look for Mill River as they run the same kind of play. The sweep there all the way around the left-hand side. BFA does a good job dragging this one out on 1st and 10 from the 29 of BFA. He'll end up picking up maybe 4 yards before he's pushed out of bounds.
Jacob Gallo was able to he really didn't get blocked out there, and it took Blanchard to put a little move on him to pick up some positive yards.
Well, let me see here. It'll be about 2nd and 8 for the Minutemen. It looks like they're going to split Tyler Pitts out. So it'll still be a doubles look, but this time Goyette's under center. Blanchard, your lone back, as they throw the out route real quick. Pitts picks up a block, but the corner's all over the guy who catches it, but not before he gets another first down for the Minutemen. Number 84 on the reception. That would be Tanner Stewart, a talented senior from Mill River.
Goyette is now 4 for 6 in the afternoon for 37 yards.
Yeah, he's made 4 completions in a row since then, completing his first 2 of the day, one of which went for a touchdown to Tyler Pitts on the last drive for Mill River. 1st and 10 for the Minutemen from about the 17 of BFA. They send a man in motion on the jet sweep, hand it off to number 86, who's immediately pushed out of bounds after crossing the 15. I think they got him about the 17-yard line. 86 would be Greg Ziegler, senior for the Minutemen. They're going to graduate a lot of guys. Oh my goodness, it looks like Combs is down, number 51 for BFA, and that would be a huge loss as he starts on the O-line as well as the D-line for BFA Fairfax. He'll be a guy who I would think would probably come up from Rutland, but it'll be interesting to see who gets the call from there as well. Played at Middlebury 2 weeks from today as we're back to action. Mill River with doubles look here.
And as everyone knows, that's the first day of deer season.
Ah, yes. Well, yeah. Here we go. Snap to Goyette out of the shotgun. Blanchard picking up the block, but he still has to move to the right and decides to tuck it and run. He'll make a move to the end zone and scores on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Mill River. That score comes with 3:55 left in the first half. It'll put up the Minutemen 26-6 with the PAT pending. Ethan Burkett out to kick that one.
5 plays, 55 yards, and Mill River has still not been stopped. Blanchard, nice job picking up that block in the backfield, and that's what really sprung Goyette. He just had a wide field to the right side.
Blanchard on to hold, Burkett to kick. Snaps good, holds down, almost blocked, but I think it might have, oh no, that went through. So, 27-6 your score, 3:55 left in the first half. Let's take a 30-second timeout here on.
Our business model has moved ahead with advances in technology.
Now, can Bullets fashion some points in the final 3 change?
We'll see what happens as this one from Burkett's kicked nice and deep about the 10-yard line. Ball is fumbled, though, by number 26 for Fairfax, but that might be a good thing as he picked up some yards. Well, maybe not. It's dropped about the 26 as Matt LaRose took the kickoff right up the gut after mishandling it about his own 10. Well, BFA Fairfax, not exactly the type of team who can come out and whip the ball around the field. Look for him to run the ball, but maybe be a little bit more, have a sense of urgency, we'll say, about how they get to the line and run it here in the final minutes of the second half, or the second quarter.
Only been able to break one run for real good yardage today. That was a 29-yard run, but other than that, they've been kept 3, 4, 5 in that neighborhood most of the day.
Man in motion out of the double slot, so handoff up the middle to number 16. And he is dropped. Luke Langelier. He just was pummeled at the line of scrimmage. And looks like Cam Place now holding his arm like he's got a stinger. And he's going to come off the field. They might need a, yeah, looks like they're going to have another quarterback come on. That would be number 15. Yeah, Dylan Lumbron to run the offense now for BFA. As Cam Place just unhappy with his performance, but more importantly, just in pain, man. He's holding that elbow like he really damaged it. Wishbone look here as we go under center. The Bullets, Lumbra at quarterback now. The snap, he hands off to the second man through, who is met before he can even reach the line of scrimmage. Number 58 for the Minutemen, Wyatt Davenport coming through and just pummeling the tailback for the Bullets.
So after this next play here, whoever gets a stop with Fred Peterson to take a timeout.
Yeah, well, not to mention the fact, too, with the quarterback out, that's also your punter, I believe. So you're looking at a situation to where BFA, if they have to punt the ball, they've lost their quarterback and their punter. So we'll see what happens here. Wishbone look. Both ends split for BFA as they take the snap. Lumber pitches it on the toss sweep. He breaks it to the outside, but barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage as Matt LaRose tries to pick up some yards, but just unable to cut it around the end and pick up too much there. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
4th and about 10.
Yeah, 4th and about 10. So look for BFA to punt this one away with 1:55 on the clock there.
Surprised Meadow did not take a timeout.
I think Art's pretty happy with the 3-touchdown lead at the moment. We'll see if he just keeps moving the ball, you know? Here we go, double slot look as BFA's going for it. I'm shocked too, as he's going to do a straight 5-step drop. They throw the screen pass, he gets one block. And oh, he's close. I think he got it. I think on the spin move, he got it. Depends on the spot.
Well, originally it looked like he might have. Then I saw the red.
Oh, that's a lousy spot. That's a lousy spot. They took at least a half yard from the kid when they put it down because on the spin, he was across the line.
It's got to be within the nose one way or another.
Well, it's going to be, there's definitely a credit card, I think, there. So we'll see. They're going to bring out the chains and take a little measurement here. 27-6 your score, 124 left in the first half. BFA with a huge screen pass play there. I think he got it, but the spot of the ball may be just a hair off.
That's going to be short there, I think.
Yeah, no, he got it. I thought so. By the hair of his chinny chin, almost by about 3/4 of the football.
Well, that's a huge first down pickup for BFA that deep in the road too.
Oh, that keeps the drive alive. They score right here. You're looking at a situation to where they can end up staying in this ball game going into the second half. And the thing about it is, Lumbra seems to have a limber arm, so we'll see what happens.
Still have 63 yards to negotiate.
Well, double slot look for them, both ends split. Lumber under center, they send LaRose in motion, they hand off on the counter, and they come back across and pick up about 3 yards. That clock's gonna run as it's about ready. Yes, it ticks under a minute now, so we'll see. BFA not showing a real sense of urgency.
No, they're not. I think they're happy to pick up that first down right now because they're certainly in no rush.
Well, when you're in a state semifinal, though, you're not about the little victories. You want to get the ball in the end zone so you can stay in the ball game. As the clock now, they used approximately 20 seconds just to get the ball, the play in. Now we're down to 37 as Lumber calls it and gets them to the line here. Well, wishbone look too. We'll see what they throw out of this because this is the one before where they let 82 get out back in the center. And they're just going to hand it off and run the clock as the ball went to LaRose and he makes it out close to another first down, about 2 yards shy. But they just want the clock to run here, I reckon, and they're just going to go to the locker room happy to be down by 3 scores. That's exactly what Fairfax is going to do too with the score 27-6. Time runs out on the first half. Put some points on the board.
All those guys were talking to each other, telling them who they had. You get this guy, I'll get this guy. And he said they were really, really well disciplined on the offensive line.
Communication is always key, and that's a bunch of guys too who have played together for a long time, which is why I think Mill River's been able to have so much success as they get ready to tee it up here to start the second half, and we wrap halftime show. Burkett's got it up on the tee here. Mill River about ready to kick it away to BFA Fairfax, who receives to start the second half. And we'll see what they can do with the ball as they kick it deep, and it'll be taken by LaRose about the 15-yard line. He takes it right up the gut, finds a seam too as he's finally drugged down. Number 75, Parker Sheehan with the takedown, the senior for Mill River.
But for the Bullets, good starting field position. They're on 40 or so.
Absolutely.
On the 40.
And we'll see what they decide to do with the football as it looks like Cam Place still out after holding that left arm solid. And
still holding it if you can see him across the way. I don't know if it's a shoulder or an elbow.
Well, Dylan Lumber comes out to pilot BFA Fairfax, and they will go out of the I formation twins to the right side. That's usually a passing look for them. Let's see if they try to surprise them right off the bat. Well, no surprises. It's a simple give to the fullback on an option look out of the I.
Much.
Maybe a yard. It'll bring up second down and about 9, ball spotted at the 42-yard line, we'll call it, or 41-yard line of the Bullets.
Bullets take an awful lot of time. It's not something you see so much anymore. Most teams are fairly hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage. BFA is not that way, and if we get later into this game, the time they take off between plays is certainly going to be something to be looked at.
Well, I think their style of play could be a liability in a game where they got to play catch-up. As it stands, they come out in that I formation again, and BFA moves. It was actually Mill River that moved first, and then number 50 for BFA, Sean Sturgis making the movement. He's a junior there. Like you said, man, a bunch of young kids. They barely have any seniors on this team, and it's mental mistakes right now that have plagued BFA and kept them from getting back into this game down by almost 3 scores.
Sturgis just got out of his...
Well, he just barely, did you notice too? He just sort of moved his leg a little bit. And it was like, he stopped. He just sort of looked around like, did anybody see that? That it took the ref a second to blow the whistle. Wishbone look now as Lumber brings them to the line, both ends split. They hand off on the double dive and they'll pound ahead for a few yards, but on the 2nd and 15 or 14, I don't think they're going to be close to a first down, maybe back to the original LOS. 3rd and 9, it looks like the way they spotted the ball. Lumber's going to have to put the ball in the air, or they're going to have to get creative with the toss sweep, and that's something they've been able to move the ball. I mean, we've seen a couple of long first downs attained on the ground by the Bullets, but overall, Rick, they've been stymied when it comes to, running the ball on long.
106 total yards for BFA in the first half.
Yeah. Wishbone look here. Lumber does a double fake, rolls right, makes the throw, and it'll be close, but no cigar for a first down, as it looked like Luke Langelier pushed out of bounds about 2 yards short of the first. It's going to bring up a fourth down, and it's been pretty customary for BFA. Wow, he got an awful spot. He was like out of bounds about 2 yards further. You guys heard somebody in the stands yelling at the refs. He was out of bounds about 2 yards further.
Here we go again, fourth down in their end of the field.
Yeah, and they're going to go for it, or so it would appear. That's another really, wow, what a spot on that one. Wishbone look, and it's full wishbone as they come up, snap the ball quickly, hand off to LaRose, and he gets stuffed at the LOS.
So give the ball over on down to the Minutemen and the BFA into the field.
Scoreboard a little easier to read as the sun floats behind a cloud and the overcast sky starting to kind of accent the day here for BFA as things are growing dark on their end of the field. Unable to move the football and turning it over on downs to Mill River. The Minutemen will take possession at the BFA 47-yard line. Goyette now out of the gun. And I'm not sure who's back there, number 40. Oh, Goyette fumbles the snap. He'll pick it up. He looks for something to do with it and finally finds Pitts down the field. He catches it for a first down as he rumbles out of bounds at the 31. I think he ran a crossing route there and just was able to be open, I think. Goyette fumbling the football kind of got everybody after him and nobody doing coverage.
But no panic for Goyette. Picked it up, took his time, looked, and of course the biggest guy downfield kind of sticks out, and that was Pitts. Nice throw.
Well, the big ugly is really up there helping out as far as protecting Goyette. And that's really one reason why this Mill River team has been so good on offense this year. They've had great line play. They've been able to give Goyette the amount of time he needs to make big plays. So here we go, a doubles look, which is pretty much the way Mill River stayed for most of the day, and they'll hand it off this time up the middle. Number 40 with the football. That would be Isaac Young, and he delivers a blow as he's shoved out of bounds by a BFA defender, and he will be very close to another first down for the Minutemen. Looks like about 2nd and 1. They need to get to the 20, and they're just inside of the 21.
And now is the time too. We mentioned the numbers for BFA. They only had 19 dressed, and going up against those big lines of Mill River, if they will tend to wear down here as we go along in the second half, already down by 21.
Well, I see Burkett stretching as it is, trying to get ready to either kick a PAT if needed or maybe even a field goal, but it's unlikely BFA Fairfax is going to stop the Minutemen. They haven't been able to do it all day long.
Have not stopped them, you're right. 2nd
and 1 from the 21 of the Fairfaxes. Goyette lofts one into the corner of the end zone, and it's caught for a touchdown. Greg Ziegler on the reception. Big catch for the senior. He's had a couple other catches today, but that's his first of the day for a touchdown. Second pass reception for the Minutemen for a score.
3 plays, 53 yards. Ziegler just got behind the defense, and Goyette just floated in there beautifully.
Burkett on now to kick through the PAT. Snap's good, holds down, and it's good. Mill River goes up 34-6 at the 8:15 mark of the third quarter. Let's take a 30-second timeout. Also want to say hi to everybody out there in PEGTV land. You'll be hearing our voices on the broadcast when it appears on our local public access television channel. High kickoff from Burkett as it is taken about the 15-yard line by BFA. Big run there by number 16 is finally put down about the 27, 28-yard line. We'll see how they mark it. Yeah, PEGTV does a lot of great things here in the community, Rick. Really happy that they asked us to share in our broadcast. And of course, they do great things filming it and so forth. And it's nice to be able, I know you've watched a few of these matchups before on their channel. It's always nice to be able to catch the action, especially after calling a game, being able to see it again and see what happened. You always pick up a little something the second time around.
Yeah, and they've been a constant down here at Mill River. Again, we've been here, they've been here. They've been down there straight with us once.
Well, they've got double slots this time as they send a man in motion to the short side and hand off back around on the counter, but Matt LaRose is dropped.
Pitts.
Well, Pitts gets across that line.
That's brothers. That's Jake Pitts.
Jake Pitts. Well, Jake's really the big guy on the D-line, and Tyler's been the big tight end. Look for both of them to end up playing on Saturday somewhere next season. Or are they both, is Jake a senior?
Junior.
Junior, okay, so Jake will be back next year. And technically here, he'll be playing on Saturday still, so you know, I mean, unless they get lights, so. I wasn't all wrong.
That Otter Valley game, we had those the lights here. We were here for that.
Yeah, you and Jack were here. That was a fun one. With twins to the wide side as they hand the ball off to the halfback. LaRose comes through. It's still Dylan Lumbra in there at quarterback for the Fairfax. And Lumbra's just a freshman, so you got to think he is the future of BFA's football squad. Not the biggest guy on the field, but definitely playing with a lot of heart today.
As you said, only a freshman, 5'8", 150 pounds is the listing for Lumbra.
34-6 score, ticking down now to about 6:45 left in the third quarter as Lumbra with the snap under center. They've got twins to the wide side, I formation as he fumbles the snap and then has to cover it up immediately. It'll bring up a fourth down for BFA. With the ball marked about a yard shy of where it was, I'd say now at the 31-yard line of the Bullets.
Lumbra again forced into a passing situation. He's 2 for 2. They have not thrown an incomplete pass as Cam Place completed his one throw.
Well, and that's the kind of play that they really need right now. They need to have something where they catch watching the safeties, you know, or catch the safeties watching the paint dry and just sort of get it over the safety, you know. I mean, if they can make that guy get past him, they've got a shot. We'll see what happens. They come to the line this time, wishbone look, both ends split. Four-man front for the Minutemen as they walk up the two outside linebackers and hand the ball off up the middle. BFA is close to a first down, but I don't think they got it.
Just shy, I believe.
Well, it was a good run up the middle on fourth down, but it looks as though they're going to give it over, turn it over on downs again. We'll see if they decide to do a measurement here. I think that's exactly what Christie's going to do. Yeah, another big run on fourth down for BFA Fairfax, who has lived on the ground today. Like we said, just one big pass for them today through the air, and that ended up yielding them a big play that led to their score. But as it stands now, number 75 coming into the ball game, Parker Sheehan, he comes in for Louis DeRosas, or DeRoxas or DeRosas?
DeRojas.
DeRojas, there we go, DeRojas. Those X's always mess me up as far as pronunciation goes. I formation, twins to the short side this time as they hand the ball off up the middle on 1st and 10 from about the 38, and it's not going to yield a whole lot. Lumbra just taking the snap and giving it off.
Coming up on that 5-minute mark of the third period. And again, Fairfax certainly no sense of urgency.
I think that, you know, I get the feeling that they're looking to be happy they got here.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, I mean, it always puzzles me. If you're down this much and you aren't putting the ball in the air, you obviously aren't trying to get back in. So, yeah. I formation here, twins to the short side. Hand off to the fullback. He will get pummeled. Well, gee. Let's see how many. Well, there goes my roster. Went that away, yeah. So, sorry about that, Rick. Always a good gust of wind around here, man. Even when I'm not here.
Well, hey, here's a question for you. Whenever you see a team like this that just runs, how would you like to play wide receiver for them?
Oh, it was.
What would it?
I have to say, I don't think that would be a great deal of fun at all, man. I mean, look at him. He's out there going, I know they're not going to throw the ball to me, you know? I mean, wishbone. And they end up getting it. They run it right up the middle, and Rose gets stuffed. There's only so many times you can go to a crossbuck before you realize, I got to put the ball in the air. And it brings up a 4th and 8 from the 40. So once again, if they don't punt the ball here, and it doesn't look like they're going to, as they send Lumbra out after the coach calls the play.
Well, they obviously don't have, I mean, Place is listed as their kicker and punter, but I don't think they really don't kick off downfield. They kick a lot of onside kicks, bouncers. I don't think they have much of a kicking game. And when they can't run the football, they struggle.
And it's a toss sweep. He's got 2 guys out in front of him. I'm not sure how much that's going to help as he gets taken down well short of the first down. So it will be Mill River football. And number 62 comes up with it. Let's see. He came running out of the pack with the football. So yeah, it'll definitely be Mill River football. 34-6 your score right now. Mill River on top in this D3 state semifinal. Winner gets Woodstock next week over at Alumni Field in Rutland at Rutland High School. That's where the games were moved after Castleton State ended up having a conflict with a game at their field as well.
I think Becker is in to play Castleton next week. It's going to be a pretty good, well-attended game there with Mill River very close by, certainly, and Woodstock just over the mountain away.
Well, yeah, and you know, I mean, well, both schools tend to travel pretty well as we have a timeout right now in the field. Both schools tend to travel fairly well. I mean, you've got to think about it in terms, too, to where it's going to be a pretty evenly matched game. I mean, it's tough to beat somebody twice in one season, and Lord knows, Woodstock, you know, they got out to a big lead last time and were able to hold on for dear life, only scoring 1 touchdown in the second half. You're looking at a situation to where this might be, like I said, the best state championship game on tap out of the 3 scheduled for next week in Rutland.
Very interesting to see that Division II game, too, might be. Well, you know what, and again, if South Burlington can figure out a way to slow Middlebury down a little bit, but yeah, they should all be interesting.
Well, I'd like to see Fairhaven win out and end up going up against Rice maybe in the state championship, but Rice has their hands full with Bellows Falls. And then, of course, Linden has proven earlier this year they beat Fairhaven in Fairhaven. Only thing that really kept the Slaters in that one was 5 turnovers. And there's the handoff up the middle to Dan Blanchard as Mill River starts this drive from about the 44 of the Bullets. 1st and 10, and he'll rumble ahead for about 6 to 7 yards on the carry.
Blanchard got the Minutemen off to that fast start. A 53-yard touchdown run, a 73-yard touchdown run inside their first 5 plays from scrimmage.
And away we go. Shotgun this time as the ball is snapped, but the laundry comes out. They're going to say encroachment.
This patch, I believe, was moving. That should be against Mill River.
Yeah, I think it is. It's going to turn that 2nd and 5 into about, 2nd and 10. Dave Tibbs, Rick Goeke here with you. Looking forward to an exciting hockey and basketball season as well. Make sure to catch all the action here on your News Talking Sports leader, 1380 WSYB.
It's that time of year already.
I know. Now we go back here, and the quick pass there by number 12, the quarterback in right now, is Mike Morgan.
Morgan's only a freshman, too. The heir apparent, it appears, to Goyette.
Well, he's got good size and pretty good arm, as indicated by that little out he threw there, the little bubble route. So good to see new blood in there as They're giving him a little bit of work. Goyette getting a break right now.
Apparently his day is done. 6 for 8 for 83 yards for Goyette.
3rd and 5 with the handoff to Blanchard on the sweep around the wide side to the right, and he breaks it around the end. Finally drug out of bounds about the 23-yard line.
That's something we lock it in, get to the end.
I have been told that there is no such word as drug.
Is that true?
Well, I don't think so. not in the context with which I'm using it, but you know, it might be one of those southern words, you know, like hail. Most people up here think hail is something that lands in your yard. It's formed in ice. We think it's somewhere that, you know, Sherman was sent for burning Atlanta. So here we go. Snap this time to the quarterback from Mill River. He tries to find room as he picks and, you know, kind of gets his way up there. Mike Morgan with a couple of yards on the carry on 1st and 10.
Landed later on the stop, but nearly 4 when all is said and done.
And a pickup there of about, what do you think, about 4 yards, you think? Yeah. 2nd and 6, ball just about the 27-yard line of the, well, is it just me? Oh, I see. It's about the 22-yard line. And there's the handoff up the middle.
Good to see there. That was Young, but Sturgis got injured. Or was that Combs that was hurt earlier? It was Combs. He's out
Combs,
there too
yeah.
as well, but that was Sturgis on the stop, and he's a little slow to get out.
Yeah, so Sturgis and Coombs could both be out, warm up to each other and try to really make something happen. As Castleton, your quarterback, as he is the freshman, heir apparent to Goyette, who is done for the day, or so it would appear, after this big lead for Mill River, 34-6, 27 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
The last play of the quarter.
Yeah, doubles look as he hands off to obviously that's, yeah, Isaac Young, and barrels ahead for a 1st down and more. It's going to be a 1st down. I think it'll be
just shy of the 10, I guess, is where they mark it.
yeah, almost 1st and goal, but they can get a 1st down just barely. Here we go, a handoff again to Young. He's going to break it to the outside. Bounces outside, makes the touchdown for Mill River. That's going to put them up 40-6 at the end of the 3rd quarter, still with the PAT pending. Nice little run there out of the gun.
7 plays, 56 yards.
Mill River having their way in this one today. They were going to get a rematch with Woodstock, it looks like, come next Saturday for the D3 State Championship in Rutland at Alumni Field. Snaps good, holds down. It's a wobbler, and it's no good as it shanks left. 40-6 your score at the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll be right back with the final quarter of play in this D3 state semi between Mill River and BFA. Minutemen on top, 40-6. Let's take a 30-second timeout. The D3 state semifinals, Mill River having their way with BFA Fairfax as we get ready to commence the 4th quarter. 40-6 your score.
How about 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns? River can't do a whole lot better than that. A couple missed extra points.
Well, Burkett tees this one up as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Nice high kick that'll be taken about, fumbled about the 11-yard line, but then taken up. And number 82 for BFA Fairfax had that long catch earlier today, and he ends up picking his way through. Langley with a run down to about the 28-yard line or so of the Bullets.
They have struggled with Cam Place, although it looks like Place is coming back on now.
Is he? Yeah, it does. It does. Well, is Cam a senior? I believe he's a junior. Okay. So he's still got 1 more year, but, you know, it makes you wonder. I mean, it wasn't his throwing arm that he hurt earlier.
Right.
So, you know, if they are going to make a, you know, stretch it trying to get back into this one. They're going to have to put it in the air. It'll be interesting to see what they come out in, especially after running that I with Twins. And now they've got the guy who can throw the ball back in. So let's see if they don't take a shot down the field and shock a few folks. Although I'm still under the impression that they're just going to try to run the clock and make this a, well, we made it this far kind of day. As they come out in a wishbone, both ends split. 4-man front there for Mill River as they hand off up the middle to the fullback, number 16, Luke Langelier with the carry. And he's going to pick up about, I'd say 8. As Mill River has in a lot. Well, if you look at the look out there, though, Mill River's got in the JV right now. I mean, I don't think there's one starter left out there right now for them, or there might be one or two, but for the most part, they got the JV out there right now. 11:06 left in this game. 40-6 your score. BFA with a 2nd and 1 at their own 38-yard line. Place under center. He hands off on the crossbuck out of the bone, and they will get that first down. So for the game next week, I believe I've already heard from Carlton, so I believe it'll be Carlton and you next week bringing them the state championship game there, Rick. Mm-hmm. So we'll have that one going on, and then, of course, maybe some others. We'll see how that shakes out. We'll let you know as soon as possible with that, and I will have the basketball and hockey schedule done next week, so we'll know where we're going with that as well. Always look forward to those Castleton-Norwich games. Here we go, place under center, 1st and 10 about the 40-yard line as he hands off to the fullback, and once again, number 16, Langelier with the ball, and a nice little pickup. About 4 or 5 yards on the carry, 6 yards. Good spot. It'll be a long 6, or long 4, I'd say. 9:47 in the 4th. Mill River up 40-6.
Now Lumbro's bringing the play on again.
Interesting.
Place will take a spot on the sideline.
They don't pass very much, do they?
And again,
They're like,
no hurry.
well, yeah, I mean, and we just heard Tom over here from PEGTV saying they don't pass much, do they? It's like gee. Oh, man, they one guy goes in motion, the other guy steps, 2 guys in motion. They're going to get them for that, so it'll back them up 5, make it about a 2nd and 9, I guess. Yeah, they don't. It's like watching Callahan at Brattleboro. It takes an act of God or Congress to get in order to get him to throw the ball. So. Everything still going your end, Tom? Okay, cool. Dave Tibbs, Rick Goeke here with you, live from North Clarendon. Mill River facing off against BFA Fairfax here. 40-6 your score, Mill River on top. Double slot look now for BFA Fairfax with both ends split. As they send LaRose in motion, but give the ball up the middle to Langelier, who will maybe pick up 2 yards on the carry. Art's got to be really proud of this Mill River team. I mean, he's worked so hard over the years to build a really good attitude here, get them into the weight room, make the Minutemen bigger, stronger, faster, and he's achieved that goal, I think, Rick, wholeheartedly.
Well, they certainly are a very disciplined group for the most part, and they know their positions, what they're supposed to be doing, and they really come out and do it well. I mentioned the running backs who are so good behind that offensive line, and of course Goyette, who really relishes being back there because you don't get to him much.
Wishbone look now as the quarterback fumbles the football, and it's picked up by the fullback, who ends up getting ahead of the line there, maybe picks up 3 or 4 on the carry. Not a really good spot, but it'll bring up a 4th, and I'm going to call it a long 3. 7:36 left in the 4th. As BFA has stayed in this little 10-yard stretch here for quite some time now.
Yeah, they've really, they put their first drive of the game was a good long one. They fumbled and turned it over, but after that they have really struggled. had a couple big plays, and that's been it.
Well, Lumbra hands off up the middle, and it'll be a first down as they rumble behind those two big blockers. And it's Matt LaRose who picks up the first down for BFA Fairfax. Like we said before, well, I see Blanchard still out there, so I think Tucker's moving in a few guys right now. I see Art throwing in a few guys as he wants to keep guys. Yeah, here comes Blanchard out now. I think that's all the starters.
So if you mentioned this, Larry Lambert that came on for Dan Blanchard.
Yeah, I think that's all the starters almost.
One number.
There's one more, number 40 still out there. As Greg over here who's filming for Mill River said, they still have one starter out there on the field. Everybody else is JV at this point.
Isaac Young, number 40.
So there goes a man. And BFA looks like they'll be happy to get out of here if they aren't going on the bus on a stretcher because Lumbra just hit the ground on the handoff.
Lumber got stepped on, I think, and fell down as he was trying to hand off.
Well, he ain't the biggest guy in the world, so that could be dangerous. 40-6 your score, 6:08 left in the fourth quarter as BFA Fairfax just continues to run the ball. I mean, they're doing a good job with it. You know, I almost think we might be seeing another quarterback warm up here on the side. It looks like number 11, Lincoln Pritchard, might get some time under center. You never know. And there's another snap. Fumbled by Lumbra. So on 2nd and 9, BFA continues to shoot themselves in the foot with poor handling of the football on the offensive side.
And it has been from the start. Every play the quarterback goes over to see Mike Williams on the sideline for the play.
In the end, the quarterback does more running during the game than the running backs do. Here we go, 3rd down, about 8, I'd say, for a first down. Wishbone look as they hand off to the second man through. It's Matt LaRose who spins forward and will be close to a first down. I would say if it's a 4th down, they're going to go for it, Rick.
You think?
Maybe. Just a hunch. Yeah, I'm just saying. So, yeah.
They haven't attempted a punt today, right?
No, they haven't.
On 4th down, so.
Well, they've attempted some stuff on 4th down. It just ain't been a punt. Oh my goodness! Now we have a cramp. Either that or else he's yeah. Looks like. That is Langolier under his own power. They're going to go I formation. Lumbra, your quarterback. LaRose, your deep setback, as he's under center. Straight up I formation, and they hand the ball off to the fullback as he gets the first down. See, you have that nice news sound to your text. Whereas I have the Chevy Chase, you know, which is funny now. Whenever it goes off at the office, Rick, everybody around us will start doing it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Much like in Hartford?
Much like in Hartford,
Yeah.
yes. So, yeah. Oh, no, not much like Hartford was a night. We had the PA announcer in Hartford ended up reciting the entire movie of Caddyshack while we stood there doing the game. And I think he was hoping that everybody out there in Radioland heard it too. I formation, actually a power I look now. As Lumbra under center hands to the second man through, that would be LaRose, and he gets stacked up about the LOS, maybe picks up a yard or two. Yeah, Cuz just decided he was going to be Bill Murray. And what was interesting was how he did each character. I think his Judge Smales was spot on, I think, at this point. So.
Well, he certainly thought it was.
Well, yeah, he definitely was proud of it.
Enjoying it.
Honestly, the guy looked like he ate Judge Smales if you could see him in person. So, you know, 40-6 your score, 2:52 left in the fourth quarter. Hope y'all are doing well. Once again, our broadcast also being carried by PEGTV and their video. Make sure you check that out on channel 15, right? There you go. Handoff this time to number 14 through. It's been so long since he got the ball, I forgot. Nick Kuhn, the running back's name. I believe Nick Kuhn is one of the only seniors on this team.
One of two.
One of two.
Is it cool?
Boy, that was, I bet, I wouldn't have minded being the broadcaster on senior day there, man. It seems like that would have gone fairly quick, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Dallas Lumber, the other senior.
Wonder if he's any relation to Lumber, the quarterback.
I guess probably.
There's a distinct possibility. 40-6 your score as we tick down to the 2-minute mark of the fourth quarter. I formation this time, Twins to the right. Lumber with the snap, hands off to the fullback who skips through the line before he is pummeled on 3rd and about 7. So we get a flag in the end. Let's see. I don't even know who that's going to be on, man. What do you think?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't really looking at it.
It
It was over. And,
I think that was more jawing than knocking heads. So, you know, I think it looks like it's going to be on Mill River for the way Art's taking somebody out right now, too. You know how it is, man. You want to show somebody you got it. You talk with your pads, not with your mouth. Oh my goodness. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. 40-6 your score. When did BFA start this drive? Sometime last year, it seems like, right?
well, let's see. They've had it for 9, 11, 12.
Carry the 2.
13 plays. Started on their own 28-yard line. Now they're going to be set up on about the 16.
Well, 16-yard line, Twins to the wide side, 1st and 10 after the penalty, which puts them on about the 16-yard line. And once again, they'll run to that left side of the field, this time handing it off to the halfback, LaRose, who will fire ahead for a couple yards. Got to hand it to BFA. They have not quit.
Well, I can tell you, if I am not mistaken, Mill River scored to end the 3rd quarter.
Yeah. And yeah, that's right. So basically, BFA, now that we're down to 56 seconds, BFA may literally hold on to the ball for a whole quarter.
Yep.
Wow.
And running 14 plays. So that goes to show you that they haven't been in much of a hurry.
I formation, Twins to the wide side, handoff to LaRose, who will get down inside of the, depends on where they spot. He might be inside of the 10.
Well, now it's up to BFA if they're going to run another play or not.
Oh, they got to take one shot at the end zone. Come on, man. You get this far down here and then you don't take a shot at the end zone. As a player, I think I would be highly perturbed if that happens.
Running at 18. Lumber just now making his way back to the huddle.
Throw a fade route to the end zone, guys. 11 seconds, 10. We'll see if they can get the snap off here with I formation, Twins to the wide side. There's your snap. He fakes it to the fullback, hands to LaRose, who gets pummeled in the backfield to end the ball game. 40-6. That pretty much sums it up for the way BFA Fairfax's day has been. Final here, 40-6. Mill River pummels BFA. They are headed to the state championship game next week in D3 against Woodstock. Your post-game show coming up. Rick Goeke and I'll have that for you after this 3-minute timeout on 1380 WSYB.